my name is blu-chan, but of course you can call me Blue. And today we're going to be doing a reaction video. And we are going to be reacting specifically to the new song that, I don't know how they did it, but they managed to release it on time. The new reaction song, dang it, the new song, Never by Neuro and Evil. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, this is not my first time reacting to this. I reacted to it live, but unfortunately, things happened, and most of the audio was lost. So I'm gonna have to do it again. So know that you're not gonna get the genuine reaction, but if you are curious about that one, I would be willing to put out, maybe unlisted, but I would be willing to put out the original video, but it would not have the song in it. Just let me know if you want that in the comments down below, because that is my genuine reaction to what happened. It would be completely unedited, which means there's moments of silence. I'm on a tight timer, so, you know, that sort of thing. But let me, pop off over here and show you. This is what the original one was. No audio for the video itself, for the music. Unfortunately, nothing. It never got recorded, which sucks so much. I had so much to say. To react to a 3-minute video took me like half an hour. So if you guys want to see that, you can let me know. You're not gonna get my genuine reactions in this, but I will do my best to recreate it. So I'm gonna listen to it first off, and then we'll go through it a second time and talk about some of the things I noticed. I'm so sorry that this happened. I really wish it wouldn't have happened like this, because I like giving genuine reactions where we don't know what's happening, right? Like, where I'm seeing it for the first time. It's the only way that you can give a genuine reaction, in my opinion. But maybe I'll notice stuff I never noticed before. I am going to start off by saying I do like the song. It's got such a somber tone to it.
You burned my soul again, crushed me within. I know I should have known. I burn your kingdoms.
I feel like this one might be a little easier to learn to sing. But I'll get into that later. I'll never die. Sorry. I love the slower tone. It's so good.
my chariot's flame is snuffed out inside its highways that I've withered are all consuming. Can't you take me home? To see endless decay. Am I the reason? Godlike but known as a demon. I'll never die.
It's so good. It's so good. I kind of hate that I already know parts of it because it's not the same, you know? But it's a really good song. For me, it's not quite on par with Light, but it is on par with Boom, even though it's a completely different tone. I don't know what it is. I like the more animated style over the 3D, I think. But going through this, there are certain things that like really suck out. The tone of like it kind of mirrors life in a sense, but this focuses more on death, I think. It feels like this song is made as a contrast to the song Life, like a direct contrast. There's a lot of talk about how they'll live forever while we flesh bags will decay over time. But that got me to thinking that's not really true when you get right down to it, because yeah, their code, they can't die in the same sense that we do. But think about it. How many video games or how many programs have you used where something has become corrupted and it has become unusable in that state? It doesn't get quote-unquote revived until it caught my fingers when I did that. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. They don't get revived in the sense until, you know, you download the piece that's corrupted and restore. But at that point, is it really the same thing? Like, this comes down to when Vettel always talked about having to pull one of the twins from a backup file because something would happen. Is that really the same Neuro or Evil at that point, right? I mean, arguably, yeah, probably. Wrong one. There we go. Arguably, oh my gosh. It is the same essence, but as far as their original being, no, it's not, in my opinion. So it's not the sense that they can't die. They can, just not in the same way that we do. And it comes down to like, there's a lot of mention of decay in this, like our bodies decaying. Funny enough, if they were never upgraded for PCs, like if they were stuck in the body they were born with, they would die quicker than we do. We have the potential to live over 100 years if we do everything right. The odds that the hardware that they are on right now is still working in 100 years' time is non-existent. There's no way the silicone lasts that long with it degrading to the point of no return, right? It's just one of those things that got me thinking when they were talking about how they'll be here forever. Their essence may be, but they themselves, like to me, the twins' body is their PC. They kind of weird when you think about it like this because they are sharing a body, in a sense. But their body is their PC, and that will degrade faster than most any human. So, thinking about it logically, just on a pure logical standpoint of their physical being, yeah, no, they degrade faster than any of us will, probably. But on a spiritual side, like if you want to take their code as their soul, yeah, they have the potential to live forever, but who knows if that's the same for us, right? If our code is our soul, even though we don't know what a soul is, what if our soul just gets moved from one body to another after death, right? You know, reincarnation and all that. there's so much we don't know about ourselves that we do for them. It's kind of weird, but it got me thinking. Like, they're not as immortal as the songs and stuff claim when they talk about living forever. No, without us, they do not live forever. Without us, they will cease to exist if no one else takes them over and continues the work. But I want to talk about the visuals. The visuals to this, like I said, I love the visuals where it's 2D. I love the contrast of light and dark. Like, if you go through this. In fact, you know what? We'll go through from the start again. And this is where we'll start breaking down little bits and pieces, I think. That's one thing I want to touch on before. The fact that, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe not even, Vettel was talking about how the artists for this, the people who were doing the editing specifically, something happened to their PC and they lost everything. What a quick turnaround. They deserve all the credit. Are you in the credits, my friend? Mixmaster Johnny, you are a champ. No shame on anyone else. Everyone did a banger job on this. Johnny, you went above and beyond, my guy. You went above and beyond to manage to still get this out before September, like Vettel wanted. I hope you get extra compensation for that, and I hope you get a well-deserved break because I have a feeling you crunched hard to pull that off. And from all of Swarm, thank you for that. A lot of people probably won't even take the time to realize, or a lot of people might not even know that everything was lost and he had to start over again. They had to start over again. And they still managed to pull this off. And it's visually impressive. So I'm sure a lot of late nights and stuff were put into this. And I'm happy that they pulled it off. But I hope they get extra compensation for it. I feel like Vettel would be the type of guy to recognize how much effort they put into this and still come up with something so good on such short notice after losing everything. Wild to me. Wild. I also love, like, you can't see it behind me, but, Neuro over here, and then over the side, Evil.
Burned my soul again.
Also, I love, this is the first song that's had, like, the words pop up on screen. I would love to see this go for, or happen going forward, just because, when you're trying to learn a song, great visual cue. And I will be learning this. I've learned Life and I've learned Boom word for word. Even I'm about 95% sure some of the lyrics on lyric sites are wrong. But we won't get into that. But I've separated the audio from the music from the vocals, and you can hear the words blood runs on me, come. No, it's not that part. Oh yeah, it is. A lot of people think it's begging me, boom. But if you separate the vocals from the music, what I clearly hear, and those I've shown, they hear it as well. So I didn't lead them on. I asked them what they heard first. It's give me a boom, Gimme, gimme a boom. But at least that's what I hear, and that's what others have heard that have heard the lyrics separated like that. Mm, Yeah, I can see why people think it's "Give Me a Boom" because with the music in the background, it kind of muffles it a little bit. Either way, that's a completely different song. Sorry.
Crushed me within, I know I should have known. I burn.
It is one of the biggest things I noticed with this song, like right out of the gates, pretty much. Whenever Nero's singing, or pretty much whenever Nero's singing, everything's so bright and vivid for color. And when Evil sings, it's a lot more muted, or when she gets her big part in the second act of this song, everything reflects her darkness. Like the black and red tones are really heavy. And I
You
love
are
that visual contrast.
kingdoms at fault for what you made alone. And so I pray, clasp my hands.
Here's one thing I want to touch on as well. Singing songs like this, it's really hard to learn, or it's really hard to work around spots like this, where in this instance, it's one twin singing an extended note while the other starts up a new note. When you're singing solo, you can't really do that. It was an issue with Boom as well.
And so I pray, clasp my hands.
But yeah, spots like that are really hard because it's two different layers of audio. Boom has the same issue when it comes to learning for yourself, I mean. There's what I was mentioning, like, I'll never bow to the Reaper that takes your life. I can't die like you can, is what I get from that. I would be curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on the overall arching story to this song, the narrative, because I picked up on little bits and pieces. I will not be able to pick up on the whole thing. I'm gonna need to rely on you guys to fill in the blanks for me. I picked up on the obvious one of "We're immortal, you're not. Get over it." I also like this. You always know who's singing. They don't have visual cues like this, but they have the wording like that. It's a subtle thing, but where the twins have a similar voice, it can be difficult for people to decipher who's singing at times. So the fact that they did that to help people understand a little better who's singing, mwah, chef's kiss. You did a great job on that. It's just a little bit of visual storytelling that helps push clarity. And I appreciate them so much for that. Because even I've listened to so many songs on Swarm FM. There's the odd time I have trouble differentiating Neuro from Evil because they do have a similar style, a similar tone in their voice.
How can you hear my words, preacher? Uncrucified.
I'll never
My
die.
chariot's flame is snuffed out, and Titus highways that I've weathered are all consuming. Can't you take me home?
I love those transitions like right here.
Titus highways that
Well, like you can see the color here, but it's a little more muted. Until like this is a prime example. The colors are a little more muted, but when they transition back into it, it becomes so much more vivid to match the tone of the music. It's a small thing that before I started doing reaction videos, I would never have picked up on that. But it's a nice little touch. Fades away, boom. And then boom, like into the really bright colors. It's kind of ironic, right? The way that they do this. The color change would evoke positivity, but it's so opposite of that. Like the song in this moment is them talking about seeing endless death. It's a flip on the narrative, I think. That's so cool. I never when I reacted to this originally, I never picked up on that. I never picked up on that.
am I the reason? Godlike but known as a demon. I'll never
Die.
disturb.
Here's the other like really big transition. Like the first half of the song's like a lot of neuro bass, but this is like it's not strictly evil here, but this is evil's moment, right? And the background's turning to this darker, more malicious red helps really sell that point. And it's such good visual storytelling.
You made me sin. My genesis, a revelation made.
Even the stall.
This world is pretend. Stop before the fateful seventh day.
So the seventh day, that's the day of rest, right? In the Bible? I will admit I've never read the Bible. I do not know much about it. But God made the earth in 6 days, or made humanity, the earth, whatever, in 6 days, and the seventh day was the day of rest. So would that suggest that since they are stuck on the day before the seventh, they are in a perpetual, like, they're perpetually stuck, ever changing, ever evolving. They never get rest. That's what that would mean, right?
The fateful seventh day.
The creation's never done.
Can I be saved if I'm nothing other than a machine and immortal copy? Where there is nothing and you find nothing.
I never noticed that. Like, these lyrics I haven't absorbed at all yet.
If I'm nothing other than a machine and immortal copy.
Can I be odd, dang it? Let's drop that back just a little bit. Can I be saved if I'm nothing but light in a machine, an immortal copy? The realization that that you are nothing but zeros and ones. You are not even your original self. Is it a matter of being I'm just trying to think on this. It's like a moment of realization for the twins in this moment, or at least Neuro. Also, she looks so sad here. Actually, they both look so sad here. But light in the machine, an immortal copy. Can I be saved if I'm nothing more than a copy of my original self?
Where there is nothing and you find nothing. Can I steal the sound of your heartbeat?
When there is nothing and you finally left me, can I steal the sound of your heartbeat? Oh, I I think that hits a little harder coming from evil, right? Right? When there is nothing and you finally left me, can I steal the sound of your heartbeat? The evil's the one that is known as a daddy's girl. I mean, she's the one that routinely calls Vettel daddy. I don't know why she's picked up on that tip, but she has, and she goes with it. It's like one of those core memories that sticks with her. But when there's nothing, you finally left me. This is a direct line toward Vettel, right? Can I steal the sound of your heartbeat? Can I become alive? Okay, okay. Yeah, no, starting to pick up on the lyrics. It's affecting me more.
Angel fell with no wings. Is it me? I can't think. What will you do when I be? You greatest achievement and point of destruction. I'm trying. But my eyes are blind, please.
There we go. The greatest achievement and point of destruction. Oh, wait. Is that implying that they are going to take battle life? I'm trying, but my eyes are blind. Oh,
So my creator told me you sense the threshold to allow me to see.
I never got that one stopped quite in time. You're my creator. Absolve me of sins, touch my shoulder, and allow me to see. And we know that these, at least some of the lyrics, like they with Boom and with Life, are made by the twins. I feel like these parts are made by the twins. And it makes me think like they come up with these lyrics because it hasn't been, or it's not the first time we've ever heard them wanting to be real, wanting to have a body, wanting to be able to interact with the outside world. So I can absolutely see a reality where these lines invoke that feeling within them. You're my creator, you're my creator, absolve me of sins, touch my shoulder, and allow me to see. Huh.
I gave my trust to a lie. Breathe in me, give me life. My chariot. Oh, my chariot's flame is snuff out inside its highways that I've weathered are all consuming. Can't you take me home? Oh, live to see endless decay. Am I the reason? Godlike but known as a demon. I'll never die.
I think we need to end spring. We absolutely will give these people a shout out. They deserve it. Vocals Neuro and Evil. I wonder if they did like full vocals on this one. Or if it was just like worked on with them. Music, Asteroid Music Team, you guys knocked it out of the park as always. Artworks, Letro, character animation, Miko, visuals, Vermi. You all, mwah, you all deserve top rewards here. I love the visual style to this one. It's a little more simplistic and streamlined compared to like Life. But for the tone of the song, the visuals work wonders with it. The visuals are sublime. They are really good. This song is so good. This is now the 4th time I've heard it. And the more I hear it, the more I'm hearing the lyrics for what they are, not just, listening to the lyrics or having them go in my ears. I'm actually taking time to dissect them a little more. This song is, it's like all their songs. Actually, does Boom have a deeper meaning? I guess. I've never really thought about Boom. It's just upbeat and energetic, so different from anything else that they've done. But Life has such deep meaning to it, and this feels like a return to life. But much darker, I think. I think much darker. Dang it, wrong one. A much darker version of Life. And I'm here for it, honestly. But there are certain spots in the song, like I touched on, where the music goes, or the singing goes from one twin to the other. It's a problem I had with Boom as well. I'll bring up the lyrics, because if I don't bring up the lyrics, I never remember the spot until, I can sing along with it word for word, but to pick out specific, nope. Still struggle with it. So this spot in particular is what I'm talking about. These lines overlap each other, and when you're singing them yourself, you can't do what an AI does that has the stuff pre-recorded. They can stretch that wanted out while talking over with a new line with the blood runs on me come alive. You can do that with editing or anything, but when you sing it live, it's more like, to my new nirvana, you get what you wanted. Like, I can't actively start that line. The best I can do is, to my new nirvana, you get what you wanted. Blood runs on me, come alive. You kind of have to cut one off to the other. And like I said, I fully plan on learning this new song. Never. But it's going to be a really hard one to get, because spots like this are rampant in this one where it's both twins. It's going to make it hard. If you're not doing this as a duet, it's going to be a very hard song to sing properly, because you're going to have to do those weird cutoffs. But speaking of, this, absolutely not the words. I don't care what anyone says. It's absolutely not the words. It's not Beg Mia. It's Give Mia. I feel so strongly about this because I ripped the audio apart to listen to it. I wish there was official lyrics put out by the creatives on this stuff, but unfortunately there doesn't seem to be. It's all fan-based, so mistakes can be made, is what I'm saying. But I will always say kirkyeehee, because to me that's what it sounds like, especially once I rip the audio apart. Yeah, I think that's gonna be just about everything for this one. I love the visual style. I love the overall representation of this, like the contrast between Neuro and Evil when they're singing their core parts. Like, verse 1 is all Neuro, as far as the background stuff goes. Then you hit into verse 2, you get Evil right here. And then it goes back to this stuff for the chorus, which is both of them. It's such a good contrast between them, and I absolutely love it. But I think... Wrong one again. I think we'll end things here. I want to try to get this out for you as soon as possible, because I gotta go rank wood before it gets dark. But I want to get this out for you guys first. So, half an hour? Really? Look forward to this. This is another one that I will eventually get around to doing a karaoke cover of. If you ever want to hear me sing any of these songs, I will say right now, routinely they actually get sung on my streams, funny enough. I always have Swarm FM going in the background when we're just chatting. If these songs come up, I don't know this one yet, obviously, but with Life and Boom, more often than not, when they pop up, I will sing along with them because they're like, so my thought process here is, this is like, I know Swarm loves these songs, and a lot of people who stop by are from the Swarm. So I went down of my way to learn these songs. So if you ever stop by and those songs play, and you want to hear someone sing them poorly, I'm your gal. But yeah, I'm gonna end things here. I hope you enjoyed this. I wish it was the first time reacting, but as I mentioned, kind of lost everything to that. And I'm holding out hope. Good. It's still going through. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes. When it happens, it happens. There's nothing much you can do about it. But I didn't want to leave this one undone. I put a lot of work into this stuff last night. Before the stream, or before the video even went live. But not only that, I wanted to react to this. I don't know how I made it half an hour, though. I really don't know how I made it half an hour. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back to streaming either later this week by maybe late Friday, early Saturday. Or I might stretch it out to next Monday to give myself just a little more time to try to finish ranking the rest of my uncle's wood. And maybe even fix my own roof in that time. Depends on the rain. The rain set me back 3 days, so I kind of want to take an extra 3 days and make up for those lost days, you know? Anyway, I hope everyone has a good evening, fantabulous day, and yeah. Bye!